Hey everyone, so let's talk about using the iPhone 6s, which came out in 2015, so about 9 years ago. It was September of 2015, so 9 years ago. Let's talk about using this phone here in 2024, and is it still somewhat usable? Now, of course, being this old of a phone, it does not get the newest OS updates, iOS updates whatsoever. I don't know if it'll even get the security updates. I don't think it will even get security updates, so that's something to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is going to be, of course, the battery, which I will show you guys here. So what I have is that actually at 83% battery health, which is really good for a 9-year-old phone. I thought it'd be way worse than that, but it's at 83%, which means it should be, of course, replaced. You can see right now my battery percentage is at 71%. We'll keep an eye on that as we go throughout this video. That battery percentage will die very, very fast. But talking about the way it looks, this actually looks, well, I should say the iPhone SE looks just like the 6S here, except for the 6S has a headphone jack there. New SE does not, or the newest SE does not. Other than that, I think this is still a good looking phone. I really love my SE. It's one of the phones I actually switch between every now and then. I still like the way these things look. Yes, they do look outdated. Of course, the big bezels. You still have the Touch ID down here button, but I think they look still very good. And they're nice and thin and super freaking light. These things are so light, you just forget it's in your pocket. So now let's talk about actually using it here. So first, let's go into like OfferUp, a little bit of a heavier website. And again, this thing is 9 years old. And you can see it's actually decently quick still. This, I would say, is probably faster than something like a Samsung A03s, which you can still buy brand new today. It's going to be faster than a lot of budget phones, your cheaper phones these days. But again, you're not going to get those OS updates, which some people care about and some people probably don't. You can see it's actually decently quick. So that's OfferUp. Let's go into Roblox, and we'll do a little bit of Roblox gameplay here as well. We'll make sure his volume is off. We'll come back to speaker in a bit when we do YouTube, but it only has one speaker when you're doing media. I'm going to show this off actually with Arsenal. So we have this in just automatic graphics, so it chooses whatever it thinks is best, and it's actually pretty surprising how this phone still is. I'll show you guys that so y'all believe me. So we are in automatic graphics mode. And we'll go ahead and hit deploy. Look at that frame rate right now. It's at 60 frames per second. Now, I don't know if this is in, of course, because it's automatic, if that's in the lowest graphics or what. But look at that frame rate. Like, that is better than, I mean, I know iOS is optimized for Roblox. Roblox is optimized for iOS. Unlike with Android, when it's not optimized. But we're still in the 40s. Like, it dropped down, I think, to about 40, and that's the lowest it's dropped down to. Now, this is better than a lot of newer, higher-end Android phones for Roblox. Just for Roblox. Other higher-end games, it's going to be different. But for Roblox, that frames per second is very, very high. Because, again, it is actually... Hey, I actually took someone down. Because it's actually... Roblox is actually optimized for iOS, unlike with Android. Like, this is doing better than the brand new Google Pixel phones because the optimization is actually there. But for Roblox, this thing is still awesome. Battery's now down by, what, 9%? So in 4 minutes, 5 minutes that I've been making this video, it has dropped by quite a bit. But again, Roblox is actually quite good. Go on here. We will do a quick Best Buy search here, a little bit of a heavier website. Let's go ahead and do that. And you can see, again, this thing is actually pretty quick. I'd say the biggest concern with this phone, at least in the way I'm using it here, is going to be that battery. If you get it replaced, it should, of course, be better. At 100% battery, it should be definitely a lot better than what we're seeing here. I mean, it's gone down, now it's down to 61%, so it's dropped by 10% since making this video. But look how fast that is. Like, this thing is still pretty dang fast. And again, Best Buy, a lot of cheaper phones, even modern cheaper phones, budget phones, will struggle with this website. And this is doing just fine. This has really no issues with that. Now on to YouTube, just to show off the one speaker that is right here. The one up here is just for phone calls. So volume is up all the way. And it still will let you do 1080p as well. The speaker that is on here is actually pretty dang loud, especially considering how small this phone is. It's pretty loud and actually sounds pretty good. I mean, especially in a quiet room like I am in right now, this thing is actually really awesome with the speaker. So I mean, all in all, like, this is still a pretty, I'm gonna say, astonishing phone. For being 9 years old, this thing is still pretty dang quick. I mean, you saw you can even play Roblox on here now. Higher end games you might not be able to play as well. But I mean, this thing is pretty sweet. I mean, it's pretty quick. It still loads in apps, again, really quick. The speaker on here actually sounds really good. I personally do like the way these things look. I do switch between my Samsung and my SE here. That looks just like the 6S quite a bit. Still one of my favorite. This is like one of my favorite phones. For reason for that is it's small, it's super light, and it fits in your pocket and you just kind of forget it's there. I just love this design too. But anyway, awesome phone. Even here in 2024, this thing is 9 years old. It still works very, very well. Of course, again, you're not going to be getting the newest iOS updates or security updates. That's something to keep in mind. Again, the battery life is bad. Otherwise, for a basic phone, I think it's pretty sweet. And again, it can play games and stuff. I like it. Yeah, you all let me know what you think, though. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.